And definitely, that's definitely a important thing to have. I would say diversity, and where
Mm-hmm.
you can basically put yourself in different zones of music and making it relate or having it to relate to different people. So that's definitely a good thing.
Exactly.
Now you've also got to, perform or work with a lot of elite artists, as you said in your bio: Aaron Reed, Ray J, Kerry Hilson. The photo shoot with Missy Elliott and Crooked Eye. So I would
Mm-hmm.
say, how is, I guess, in a nutshell, each experience for you, and how do you feel those experiences impacted you in moving forward with your career as an artist?
Well, I'm a big fan. Like, I'm a serious fan. Like, people, you have artists, you have consumers, you have, haters, and you have fans. Like, I am a true fan of people. When I was little, I was one of those girls who you couldn't see the paint on my wall because it was covered from ceiling to floor with posters of everybody. I just love people's music. I just love supporting people. So, anyways, every time I work with anybody, whether they're a small name about to come up or if they're already a major name, it's always very important and special to me because I love feeling like, I almost sometimes like working with people that aren't that known yet because it feels great to know, like, man, I know this person before, the world. It's like kind of saying like if you knew Michael Jackson or Beyonce before they blew up. So anyways, Aaron Reed, he just came by the studio a few days ago. Actually, we're real cool. We did some writing together because he songwrites as well, and he was a blast to work with. He's like my bruh. And let's see, one of the best experiences though was Ray J. I'll admit that. Like Ray J, we did big. I went to Las Vegas to work with Ray J. It was my first time ever being in Vegas, so you already know. Like I'm a big poker gambler. so just the whole fact of even being in Vegas was already wow. And then of course working with Ray J, who's somebody that I've admired his music and his acting and his skills since a little girl because I'm a big Brandy fan. So of course I love Ray J. And like I said, it was a great experience. He was hella cool. We kicked it for a few days and he kind of gave me a lot of insight on how down to earth celebrities. That was a great experience. Another person would be Kerry Hilson. I actually got a chance to work with her before the world knew her as Kerry Hilson when she was really doing a lot of songwriting for people and working on her project. She hadn't even dropped her album yet. And she was so beautiful, sweet, down to earth, and I'm so happy for all of her success as well. So, and the last person, Crooked Eye, and Rich Boy, I hate to leave anybody out. Shout out to Mass Pike Miles. Everyone that I work with, we have a great working relationship and I respect them like they respect me. But Crooked Eye, he's a special situation because this is back when MySpace was popping.
Gotcha.
I really didn't know who he was because, I'm not from the West Coast and I just wasn't familiar with his music. So my manager, we were talking about top 5 artists and this, that. So he was like, yeah, Crooked Eye. And I was like, well, who's So he looks up some stuff online for me, and I see this dude freestyling. Like he had a series called the Hip Hop Weekly, and he was dropping a different freestyle every week. And this dude was killing it, unbelievably. He was killing it so hard to the fact that I almost was like, damn, should I be rapping? Because I'm one of the people that if I can't do it the best I ain't gonna do it. So anyways, so long story short, I'm a Leo and I will go on and on. But I wrote him on MySpace. And, I expressed my admiration for his craft and that I would love to work with him. And the first 2 times, he didn't write me back. And a few months later, I wrote him again because I ain't no groupie, so I didn't want to stalk him. But the third time that I wrote him, he responded and he listened to my music, we exchanged information. And he was just like, anything you need, I got you. So that theme song came about the email way. So we hadn't met in person. And then a few months after that, he came to Atlanta for a show with his group, The Slaughterhouse, and we got to meet and kick it. And he's one of the coolest, dopest, he's a living legend. It's sad that a lot of people don't get their props until something crazy happens to them. Exactly. But he's really one of our living legends who's not incarcerated. He's a really great MC and he's down to earth. So yeah, I have fun working with artists and I hope I continue to.
That's what's up. And now, as a female artist, a lot of female artists, they have, obstacles that they have to overcome, trying to stay well-rounded and respected as a female artist. So I would say for you, what obstacles in your career did you have to face and how did that you know, basically feel your experience in making you stronger or wiser as an artist?
Well, I think the one common thing that all female, and it's really just female rappers, I hate to say it, but you know, if you're a female singer or anything like that, you don't really go through the same things that a female rapper goes through. There's just some type of bad myth that has been passed along in the industry that they think all female rappers are, you know, excuse my French, but they consider us all in a slut type of way. They think that we're all provocative. They think most of us don't write our own stuff. It's like it's a lot of prejudgments that we really have to go through, which is why I try to show so much support and love to all female rappers, because it's very, very, very hard. Like, people really don't understand. But I say one of the things that was like my most challenging situation in the field is just, you know, the low expectations that people don't expect me to be hot. They don't expect, and then when they see that I'm hot, they don't believe that, oh, she ain't write that, or she this or that, you know, always discrediting, you know, my work. And but like I said, at the same time, you know, I really believe in positivity, and when you do have negative things or judgments passed against you, as long as you know what's up and you're doing the right thing, then it can also work in your favor. Because when people expect the worst from me, even my mediocre stuff will blow them out the way. So it really kind of works. Like, if you don't expect me to be hot, then I'm really going to blow, you know, knock you out your head. So at the same time, I mean, it is a lot of things that you go through, but shouts out to Nicki Minaj, because she's opened those doors back up for female rappers. And, you know, we still have to get over barriers, but I know that people are, you know, looking and checking for us again. We're relevant now. And, you know, hopefully I can just bring something different to the game that people can understand that everyone's standards aren't the same.
And I definitely agree with you, and I'm hoping that, you know, we can bring that unity back together, you know, that Queen Latifah, that, you know, ladies' night type, you know, vibe.
I said that in my new song, Dear From Seas. I said that. I said, Dear From Seas, like, I'm tipping my hat off, Latifah. You were truly a queen, but you and Nati left when you left the rap scene. I've been trying to bring it back. Would love to work with you one day. Entered your contest, but I guess that wasn't my way. That's just one of the bars. But I have a video we're going to be dropping for that soon. It's called Dear From Seas. It's my letter to all the ladies in hip-hop that have inspired me through the years. And I kind of did it like a timeline from when I was a little girl, the first female rapper I've ever heard, all the way up until today. And I think it's going to be very empowering, and I can't wait for you guys to see it.
I know. I definitely heard that track, so I'm just definitely loving and looking forward to that, because that's basically what we need, you know, basically in hip-hop and just music in general. Just bring it back away from the beef and more about bringing each other unity and, you know, building each other up.
Yeah.
And that leads me to my next question. I remember you mentioning something about a contract that wasn't really good, and I would just say, with your experience with that, what advice would you give artists to look for? Because I know a lot of artists, they see that them big numbers and whatnot. What advice do you have towards those artists?
I would say this. First and foremost, don't get discouraged, because even if a bad situation happens to you, you have to learn how to make everything in your life work for you. So even though I was in a bad contract, it ended up working for me, because I'm in a great position now that I probably wouldn't be in without that experience. And the toughness and the situation and environment that I was in has made me ready for this industry, and has, you know, made my skin thicker. And, you know, you can always make something work for you. So I'm one of them people who hate to tell people stay away from this and that, because a lot of the time some of the things you're supposed to stay away from can build your character, or, you know, make you a stronger person or add to your story. So the best thing that I will say is make sure you have someone around you that you can trust. Make sure at all times you have at least one person that has, you're not a yes man or a yes woman, or somebody that think you hot and they want to make money off of you, so they're not going to be real with you. You need someone who's going to keep it 100, because as an artist, we can be so creative that we don't see a lot of the things that we need to pay attention to. So, you know, make sure you have someone around that you can trust. And when someone offers you paperwork, if they are forcing it at you, then something